Shoplifting is a huge problem in today's society. Unfortunately, many students here at Kickapoo really enjoy the rush they get from stealing from their favorite stores. We went around and asked some local shop owners and employees just how affected they were by teens stealing.
When I worked at the gas station, they had this policy: if you're on the clock and you approve it, whoever you approve to pay inside at the gas pump, if they drove off, that was your responsibility to pay for it. Got taken out of my check. I paid over $300, I think, in 3 months worth of drive-offs. And it really, really hurt me.
Some students argue that employees simply don't care about shoplifting because it isn't their personal belongings being stolen. The employees don't care at all and aren't affected, right?
Nobody likes to get stuff stolen from them. You know, I've had associates almost break down in tears because they feel like they've done something wrong or that they should have caught it, or, it affects the people that work there that care about their job or that really enjoy what they're doing. And that's just it. They think about companies and, they rebel against the system or whatever, but they don't think about how it affects individuals that work in that store or how it affects the company.
Employees only wish they could talk face-to-face with the criminals to tell them just how wrong they are.
Well, I'd say that if they have thoughts of stealing, to find somebody who works at a company and ask them about it. I mean, we have procedures and reports. If company profits get affected, then, that may affect the number of people we're able to hire. And so I think sometimes people have an unrealistic view. I mean, this company is huge. There's over 7,000 stores. And so you would think, oh, nobody's going to miss a controller. But if everybody thinks that, then that begins to kind of add up. And really, just having the opportunity to explain kind of what happens when somebody takes something and how that affects everything from the corporate bottom line down to how that affects each individual store, I think is really the only way to explain it to somebody and for them to get a full grasp of how it affects the stores.
So I've made the point pretty clear that employees are affected by stealing. But what about the person actually committing the crime? What do they think about stealing? There's only one way to find out.
If I'm going into a store, I always purchase something along with whatever I'm taking. I don't just go in, take something, and leave. I will buy something or several things. It is a big downside if someone loses their job because someone is shoplifting, which is what keeps me from doing it as much as I could.
It's a common argument to say that stealing is worked into the budget of the store. They expect me to steal, so it's not really affecting anything, right?
I know that it can affect the employees, but it doesn't affect them that much sometimes. Again, at the places that I do take from, I know what stores it's okay, well, not okay, but more okay than others.
What they don't realize is that by working it into the budget, stores are just raising prices. That $10 shirt that you just bought could have only cost $8 if the store didn't have to worry about shoplifters.
Okay, so say I was going to Hot Topic, I would buy maybe a t-shirt or a hair dye kit or something along those lines, and then I would end up taking a pair of earrings or something, or a bracelet. It's never oh, well, I'm gonna steal $60 worth of merchandise and buy a pack of gum. It's not, it's usually a fairly decent ratio, and usually I'm buying more than what I'm taking.
We already know that stealing hurts employees, but what about the student's parent? I'm sure your mother wouldn't shrug off you being brought home by the police.
I definitely would make them go to that store owner and face-to-face, eye-to-eye, no writing letters, no writing emails, no texting. It's face-to-face to that owner of confessing, because that's a big thing of, yes, here is what I did, having to verbalize that to somebody, that amount of guilt and shame that you have to verbalize to somebody's face, how much that sting, I hope, would make them not do it again. So yeah, they'd have to go back to the store, fess up, and tell that person, I am sorry. And I would hope that the store owner would be able to be with me of, well, let's work out some kind of maybe a community service type of thing of, they have to work here, clean, dust, organize, whatever they want them to do as some sort of punishment, so that they can get the feel for, this is a store that I could see that how the workers have put their time and effort and money into this store to make it nice and presentable, and the customer can come here and buy their item. And then here, if I turn my back, and some little brats can come in and steal the item that I either just displayed or I just bought and just got it in and opened the box and was so excited that I got my purchase from my company, and I put it on my shelf, and then some kid stole it. I hope that they would feel that, wait a minute, that affects me. I mean, if I was now a store employee or a store owner, how that would affect that person. It doesn't just, it's not victimless crime, it's hurtful.
Thank you for watching. For Kickapoo Chief TV, I'm Katelyn Ford.